TB's location, and much later, Lil D would even share the messages from the moment when HK seemingly found TB's location.
That's f***ed up.
Circulate that upon being caught by his enemies, TB would actually smile at his attackers and say, "You got me." With this very dramatic scenario being heavily disputed, with the autopsy showing how TB was shot so many times it was likely an entire magazine was emptied into him.
God, they had to stand over him then.
These exotic boys, smoke exotic ops. You ain't heard about murder boys, we got exotic glocks. Tied to pull up real fast, with a lot of shots. Bitch, I'm feeling just like Mac, I got a lot of guap.
What up, Mula gang? It's your boy Mac Mula, aka Mr. Mula Mac, and I'm back with another video. Apparently, Trap Lord Ross dropped a video about the murder of T.Roy's killer, TB. I'm pretty sure TB is from STL, I want to say, so he was with FBG now on Brody. I don't know too much about him. I just know that I've heard that it wasn't like he was a demon, but he was like, you know, he was out there. He was a member on Brody. So let's see what they talking about on phone now. Ski. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
With his right-hand man Poppy and FBG Brick being murdered just months earlier, TB should have seen the warning signs that he was not safe in Chicago. Likely he did, but he simply couldn't leave the streets alone after having lost so many of his best friends. TB had in fact made himself a target by bragging about his crimes on the internet and even choosing to taunt O-Block and Get Back Gang by claiming they will never get back. A brave post considering they had already killed 2 people at this point. As TB chose not to relocate in this war, sadly, eventually it would end up catching up with him. At this point, Get Back Gang was truly looking for TB, and HK was even seen on Gyro City Skinny's Instagram Live asking for his location. HK could also be seen on social media sliding and looking for TB with the other members. Then, on the 23rd of September, E-Dog would ominously post to Twitter saying that Get Back Gang was on the way.
Get back on the way, just
watch what was about to happen. On the morning of the 26th, TB shared to
feeling
Facebook
blessed
that
this
he was
morning.
feeling blessed. A truly chilling post considering what would come next.
That's crazy.
Allegedly, Get Back Gang members had spent days trying to get TB's location, and much later, Lil D would even share the messages from the moment when HK seemingly found TB's location.
That's f***ed up. That's crazy. This is the moment they found TB location. And I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. Like, niggas be thinking a game or thinking like this ain't real or whatever they want to say, bro. Like, on the guys, boy, like if you associate it in any way, and this bring like chills to my body on the dead guys, because I remember a time being 15 years old and this nigga's 21, 22 looking for me on a daily basis, trying to kill me because of who my homies is, gang, on the guys. So it's just a dark energy behind knowing, like, waking up every day like, I know niggas looking for me, and if I know niggas, if they see me, it's gonna be over. It's gonna go down. It's gonna be over with. You know what I'm saying? I was never to the point where Shorty at, cause Shorty caught a significant body and bragged about it. That wasn't never me. I wasn't never. They just wanted me just literally because I was their little brother. Literally, that's the only reason. Just cause I'm phoning them little brother. They into it, phone them. They into it with me. That's how they looked at it. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. I'm just high as Thank you.
In a very incriminating post that apparently preceded the murder. At 12:45 p.m, TB was with a man called Side from Gyro City on the 7000 block of South Chapel Avenue. When someone
7000 and what?
Called Side from Gyro City on the
7000 block, 71, 71st and Jeffrey. So that's like kind of the east side.
Did the murder?
Not really, but like it's kind of the east side. Not like far. It's not like far CL East, but it's the east side.
45 p.m. TB was with a man called Side from Gyro City on the 7000 block of South Chapel Avenue, when someone would pull up, shooting the pair multiple times.
Pause. Listen, I have a mentorship called the Mula membership where I'm going to teach you how to get rich with business, YouTube, crypto, stocks, financial literacy, credit, every single way. Now, I became a millionaire by the time I was 23 years old. I'm going to teach you step by step for only $50. Click the first link in the description right now and get added to my group chat where I'm going to give you one-on-one help to make sure you get rich in 2024. Click it right now. Stop tweaking because we got very limited spots and I don't want you to miss this bag.
Side was struck in the head, but thankfully survived the incident.
He survived a shot to the head.
Would be less lucky. A rumor would even later circulate that upon being caught by his enemies, TB would actually smile at his attackers and say, "You got me." With this very dramatic scenario being heavily disputed by followers of the Chicago drill scene as well as individuals close to the incident.
It's like you seen a nigga. That sound like a nigga who accepted he was gonna die. he accepted, like, I know I'm not finna be in the crib hiding. If they catch me, whatever. So when he seen that, he like, all he could do was like smile, like, shorty, you got me. Because he knew it was over with. He knew it was over as soon as he seen that man.
TB's head at that exact moment. But what we do know for certain is that TB, real name Terry Barry, was also shot in the head and later pronounced dead at North.
They got both of them in the head, though.
21. But a crazy coincidence is just how similar the headlines were about the
man shot dead inside South Shore store. Man dead, another wounded in South Shore shooting. February 15th, October. So it took him 7 months to get back.
murders of T.Roy and TB. Maybe the person writing these articles had a sense of irony, or perhaps more likely, it simply shows just how much the gang lifestyle ultimately ends up repeating itself.
Yeah, for
Police
sure.
reports would later show just how brutal this murder was, with the autopsy showing how TB was shot so many times it was likely an entire magazine was emptied into him.
God, they had to stand over him then. They said it was likely an entire magazine was emptied into him. That mean they caught him, you feel me? Blinked him down, he fell. They had to stand over him, shorty. And they caught him close range. Like, this one no down the block, riding past, halfway, backing up. You know what I'm saying? This was a drill. This was a come here drill. This was a, yeah, right here, it's over with. This was a from the heart drill. This was a you took my homie drill. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty sure like that on camera, shorty killing T.Roy. Bro, and you know T.Roy was like popular. Everybody know that. That's why ain't no all this gonna be coming out about him if he wasn't popular in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Niggas been hearing T.Roy name in the city. Like, it ain't just in the O. Niggas been hearing, like, you know what I'm saying? So that was a big loss to all of them. You know what I'm saying?
In the police scanner audio, it was even said that they believed the shooters reloaded their guns and shot again.
Reloaded their
It's
guns
rumored
and
that the
shot
gunmen
some more.
were
God.
McAdoo, with this tying a whopping 7 murders to him just in 2017 alone. The police dispatch would also spot the black vehicle that the shooter drove away in.
Be advised, victim on the porch is extremely critical.
Extremely critical. Four-door black car slipped on Chappelle going the
With
wrong
them
way.
claiming that one of the shooters had a light complexion, which likely may have fit McAdoo's description.
2 males, 1 light complexion, wearing a mask.
2 males.
Indeed, the next day the duo were clearly in high spirits as they would pose together for pictures. And if these rumours are true, HK single-handedly avenged his brother T.Roy after this series of back-to-back murders following T.Roy's death. Meanwhile, TB's friends like FBG Duck would be devastated and mourn his death. In just a few months, 2 of their most notable members, TB and Poppy, were killed at the hands of the Get Back gang. TB's mother would also post a heartbreaking thread to Twitter reacting to his death, and TB's schoolteacher would even post a moving article where he explained his hurt at hearing the news of his former students TB and Poppy's death, with his mother also posting her own emotional tribute to her son in the comments of that article, also calling out hateful and disrespectful comments about her son from rivals. However, unfortunately, others would lurk in the same comments, suggesting that TB himself had allegedly murdered 4 people, including T.Roy. TB's friends, on the other hand, would begin paying tribute to him, publicly naming him as the T.Roy Slayer, and celebrating the murder that had originally caused these brutal back-to-back killings.
They labeled
the
him as the
extreme wave
T.Roy
of violence
Slayer.
that followed T.Roy.
My boy was already a legend, but this day a couple years ago when everybody knew he was Mr. T.Roy Slayer, I miss you, blood. Long live the legend. It's f***ed up, but it's f***ed up. This whole shit be stupid, but only thing I be telling my motherfucker, like, if you honor a nigga, if you honor people who come back from the military after they catch 100 bodies, 100 confirmed bodies and shit, you come back, you get them a medal and all this shit. If people can celebrate that, then sure you can understand why they celebrate him, or why O Block celebrated T.Roy and Vaughn and all, like, all that shit. How 600 celebrated D Rose. You feel me? Because he was putting in work to protect him and his. On the guy, that's how it's looked at, just like a war. You know what I'm saying? So I just find it funny how when a nigga go to war or out the country and come back, and he got 100 confirmed bodies, he get standing ovations, he get put in the Hall of Fame, he get tattoos, he get medals, he get honoraries on, bro. But when a nigga do that for his hood, he get locked up and go to jail. It's the same thing though. Why is it different? Because you said it was illegal and you told me that was illegal. Who is you? You not God. It's the same thing though. So I think both of them f***ed up. But if you gonna salute one, you gotta salute both. You can't salute one, then act like you don't understand how a nigga. Like, come on, gang.
In the murder that had originally caused these brutal back-to-back killings. The extreme wave of violence that followed T.Roy's death is unheard of, even in the extremely violent reality of Chicago's gang wars. Numerous murders in broad daylight.
This was
all over
T.Roy.
the span of a
This was
few
T.Roy
months.
murder right here.
After killing TB, O Block was seemingly not done, and unsurprisingly, they would continue bragging to the whole world. Boss Top would make several tweets poking fun at TB's death, claiming that TB had begged for his life.
2 blocks away, I ain't never see Boss Top. Little folks, you beg for your life. Little folks cried before he died, went out like a
In a reply to one of his tweets, as well as numerous other posts, seemingly disputing the version of events.
I love
that
you,
TB had been
Slack.
rumored
He begged to live my. Went out like a straight hoe dog on Keita. I miss you. You'll forever be in my heart, little bruh. My brother, my son, my backbone, my whole world. Everybody got to feel the pain. Everybody
would
that's.
smiled at his shooters before they got him. E-Dog from O-Block would also join in on the taunting just a day after TB's murder, posting a basketball of scoring and saying rest in peace to T.Roy. Years later, O-Block rapper Mula would diss TB extensively, saying that he's smoking on Terry Barry in his song Spin It.
Oh, smoking
However,
Terry
before
Barry.
the year would end, the cycle of violence was not finished, as HK himself would tragically lose his life to a completely separate situation in the very place that he would have thought he was the most safe.
Let me out.
Well, that was crazy. I don't know why. See, that's why I be saying, like, why? What's the point in catching a body and bragging about it? You put the police on your ass and the ops on your ass. Why not catch a body and just be the quiet? You got who you was gonna get. Maybe you and a few of your homies know. Maybe you just keep your mouth shut altogether. The police don't know what's going on. The ops don't know what's going on. So now you ain't got the ops looking at you because they don't know who did it. Let a goofy from another hood claim that. You know, everybody want to be cool. That's what I would do. But hey, man, rest in peace to everybody on 4 now. I'm scared.